Welcome back to another video. Okay, enough of that before somebody flags me up for racism. That was a joke. Before anybody even tries to question it, it was not meant to be for any racist intent at all. Please don't cancel me. I'm desperate. Duck YouTube, ignore the previous intro and welcome back to another video where we will be looking at the best football player from every country in the world. In today's episode, we will be looking at Africa. And you can tell from the appalling accent at the beginning. But I'm going to start with the northern half instead of the southern half, as I was attempting to do earlier, with Morocco. Achraf Hakimi. After representing Morocco at under 17 and under 20 levels, Hakimi made his debut for the under 23s on the 5th of June in 2016 in a 1-0 friendly win over the Cameroons under 23s. Hakimi made his full international debut on the 11th of October 2016, coming on as a substitute for Fouad Shafiq in a 4-0 win against Canada. He scored his first international goal on the 1st of September, netting the fourth in a 6-0 home thrashing of Mali. In May 2018, he was named in Morocco's preliminary squad for the 2018 World Cup. And on the 4th of June, he was named in the final 23-man squad for the summer tournament. Algeria, we're going to go to Manchester City's Riyad Mahrez. In 2013, French-born Mahrez expressed his desire to represent Algeria internationally. He was called up to the provisional Algeria squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup. On the 31st of May 2014, Mahrez made his full international debut for the I don't know if it was full one, for the Desert Foxes as a starter in a pre-World Cup friendly match against Armenia, and he was subsequently called up to the full squad for the tournament on the 2nd of June. The Algerian media were critical of his inclusion and alleged that he had paid manager Vahid Halilhodžić for a place in the squad. Mahrez played an opening game against Belgium, then was dropped for the remainder of the tournament, in which Algeria reached the last 16. On the 15th of October 2014, Mahrez scored his first international goal, as well as setting up Islam Slimani in Algeria's 3-0 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier against Malawi. In December 2014, he was announced as a member of Algeria's squad for the final tournament in Equatorial Guinea for the first time. His first meeting was against South Africa, where he participated in the 60 minutes before the change as a way to battle Ghana's substitute in the last 20 minutes, where the Algerian team were defeated by a single goal in their last game in the group stage against Senegal, with Mahrez and the national team reaching the quarterfinals. And he scored the first goal of the match that ended 2-0. Then, against the Ivory Coast, he gave assists for El Arabi Hilal Sudani, but this was not enough to exclude them from the quarterfinals, which they lost 3-1. Then, in the second round of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifier against Tanzania, Mahrez helped in the team qualify for the group stage, where he scored a goal and assist for Karl Majani. Mahrez was named in coach Georges Leekens' Algeria squad for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations in Gabon. In their opening game, he scored both goals in a 2-2 draw with Zimbabwe and was awarded the Man of the Match award. In October 2017, with Algeria's chances of reaching the 2018 FIFA World Cup already ended, Mahrez and his, at the time, Leicester's teammate Islam Slimani from the national team, with coach Lucas Alcaraz selecting several new players. On the 18th of November 2018, in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualifier, Mahrez scored a brace in a 4-1 away victory against Togo. His first goal with the national team since the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations to lead Algeria to qualify for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. In May 2019, he was named in Algeria's 23-man squad for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations by the decision of coach Djal Belmadi. Mahrez was chosen to be captain of Algeria at the Africa Cup of Nations, and Mahrez scored a 95th minute goal in a 2-1 win against Nigeria in the semi-finals of the competition. Later on, Algeria managed to win the tournament, which was their first win of the tournament since 1990. For Tunisia, I've gone with Naïm Sliti. Sliti was born in Marseille in France to the parents of Tunisian descent. He made his debut for the Tunisian national team in the Nations qualification game, which was a 3-0 victory against Djibouti on the 3rd of June 2016, wherein he scored his. In June 2019, he was selected in the final 23-man squad for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. For Libya, I have gone with Ali Musrati. Musrati was first called up for Libya at the 2014 African Nations Championship in South Africa and played all but one penalty shootout win over Ghana in the final. For Egypt, I've gone with who else apart from Mohamed Salah. Salah for both the Egypt's under-20s team and the Egyptians under-23s team, representing Egypt in both the 2011 FIFA Under-20 World Cup and the 2012 Summer Olympics, scoring a penalty against Argentina in the round of 16 of the former tournament, with Egypt losing the match 2-1. Salah was selected for the youth squad to play for the 2012 Summer Olympics, scoring in all 3 of the team's group matches. In the opening match on the 26th of July, he scored Egypt's second goal in a 3-2 defeat to Brazil. He scored the equaliser in their 1-1 draw against New Zealand, played on the 29th of July, before scoring Egypt's opening goal in a 3-1 in their final group stage game, which was played on the 1st of August, securing advancement to the knockout stage of the tournament, where Egypt were eliminated following a 3-0 quarter-final defeat to Japan on the 4th of August. On the 3rd of September 2011, Salah made his debut for the Egypt national football team in the 2-1 away defeat by Sierra Leone. He scored his first goal for Egypt's first team in a 3-0 win against Niger a month later, on the 8th of October in a qualifying for the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations. On the 10th of June 2012, he scored a goal in the 93rd minute in stoppage time against Guinea to give Egypt an important 3-2 away victory in the 2014 World Cup qualifier. On the 9th of June 2013, Salah scored a hat-trick in the 4-2 away win against Zimbabwe, as Egypt won their 4th consecutive match in the World Cup qualifiers. A week later, in the following match, he scored the only goal away to Mozambique, putting Egypt into the final qualifying group. On the 10th of September, Salah scored his 6th tournament goal in a 4-2 win over Guinea, securing Egypt a 100% record to finish their qualifying group and become the joint top scorer among all African teams in the qualification stages. On the 10th of October 2014, Salah scored in a 2-0 win over Botswana, also scoring in a return fixture 5 days later, in qualifying for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations. On the 19th of November, 2-1 away defeat to Tunisia, as Egypt missed out on qualifying for the Africa Cup of Nations finals for a 3rd consecutive time. Salah was a member of the Pharaohs squad for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, which was held in Gabon. On the 25th of January, he scored in Egypt's 1-0 win over Ghana to secure 1st place in Group D. He went all the way to the final with Egypt, scoring twice and assisting 2 times in 6 games, earning him a place in the CAF Team of the Year. Salah was top scorer for Egypt with 5 goals during the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualification, including both goals in the decisive 2-1 victory over Congo, one of which was a penalty in the last minute to make the Pharaohs reach their first World Cup final competition since 1990. Despite doubts over his fitness following his shoulder injury, Salah was included in the Egypt 29-man provisional squad for the 2018 FIFA World Cup and was included in their final 23-man squad on the 4th of June. He missed Egypt's opening match against Uruguay on the 15th of June, which the Pharaohs lost 1-0, conceding in the 89th minute. Salah scored a penalty in Egypt's 3-1 defeat to host Russia at the Krastovsky Stadium in St. Petersburg. 4 days later, in Egypt's final group game on the 25th of June, Salah scored his 2nd goal of the World Cup with a chip over the goalkeeper in Egypt's 2-1 defeat to Saudi Arabia at the Volgograd Arena. On the 8th of September, in a 6-0 win over Niger in qualifying for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, Salah scored 2 goals, provided 2 assists, and also missed 2 penalties, making it a 2-all fest. His first penalty in the first minute of the game was saved, whilst the second he converted the loose ball, after which it was initially saved. On the 16th of June 2019, Salah provided 2 assists after coming on as a substitute in a 3-1 win over Guinea in a friendly warm-up match for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations on home soil, wearing the captain's armband for the first time ever in his international career. On 26th of June, Salah scored his first goal of the tournament in Egypt's second group match, a 2-0 win over the Democratic Republic of Congo. He was also involved in the opening goal of the match, which was scored by captain Ahmed El-Mohammadi. Salah was named as captain of the Egypt national team on a full-time basis in September 2019. For Sudan, I've got Moisa. Moisa, aged 26, is a Sudanese professional footballer who plays for the English League One football club, Peterborough United, as a striker. He hasn't made an international appearance yet, and I'm not entirely sure why. It could be something to do with Sudan not including people who play outside of their borders in the league or something like that. So on to South Sudan, where I've got Kenny Afiu. Afiu is eligible to represent his nation of birth of South Sudan or his country of residence in Australia. Afiu was called upon to be part of South Sudan's 2022 FIFA World Cup qualification. Afiu made his international debut for his country of birth, South Sudan, against Equatorial Guinea on the 4th of September 2019, in the first leg of the first round for the 2022 FIFA World Cup. Afiu was substituted on David Majak Chan on the 54th minute and assisted in equalising goal of the eventual 1-1 draw. For Ethiopia, I've gone with Saladin Saeed. Saladin Saeed debuted for the Ethiopian national team in 2005. Since then, he has been Ethiopia's top scorer in the 2014 FIFA World Cup qualification. He's made 28 appearances, in which he has scored 14 times. For Somalia, I've gone with Abdullah Samad Abdullahi. Born in the Netherlands, Abdullahi is one of Somali descent, and Abdullahi represented the Somalia's national team in the 1-0 2020 FIFA World Cup qualification win over Zimbabwe on the 5th of September 2019. For Djibouti, I've gone with Wassama Hassan. On the 4th of September 2019, after previously representing Belgium at the under-15 and under-16 level, Hassan made his debut for Djibouti in a 2-1 FIFA World Cup qualification win against Eswatini. For Eritrea, I've gone with Mohamed Saeed. Saeed joined the Eritrea national team in September 2019 for the 2022 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. He made his debut on the 10th of September 2019 in a game against Namibia. He started the game and played the first 81 minutes of the game as Eritrea was eliminated from the competition. For Mauritania, okay, I don't know. I've gone with Ali Abied. He played for the national team at the African Cup of Nations 2019. He reached a massive 30 appearances and scored twice. For Niger, I've gone with Ali Mohammed. On the 6th of September 2014, Mohammed made his debut for Niger in their 3-1 loss to Cape Verde. He has since made 34 appearances. For Mali, I've gone with Amadou Hadera. Hadera played 7 matches for the Malian under-17 team, scoring 2 goals. A further 3 appearances for the under-20s and 17 for the first team, where he scored 2 goals. Hadera made his senior debut for the Mali national football team in the 2018 World Cup qualification tie against Ivory Coast on the 6th of October 2017. For Cape Verde, I've gone with Jovan Cabral. Cabral won his first cap on the 28th of March 2017 in a 2-0 friendly win over Luxembourg. However, in October 2018, he announced he was applying for Portuguese nationality and that he intended to represent its national team. For Senegal, I've gone with Sadio Mane. Mane was part of the Senegal team at the 2012 Olympic tournament and started every match as they advanced through Group A as runners-up to Great Britain, before losing 4-2 in extra time in the quarterfinals to eventual champions Mexico. Mane was ruled out of the Senegalese squad for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations after suffering a calf injury in Southampton's 2-0 win against Arsenal on the 1st of January 2015. He later returned to the squad and started in their final 2 group matches against Algeria in the group stage exit. Mane represented Senegal at the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations in Gabon and scored a goal in the nation's opening 2 games, which were 2-0 wins against Tunisia and Zimbabwe. After a goalless draw in the quarter-final clash against Cameroon, he missed the penalty in the shootout that saw Senegal eliminated from the tournament. In May 2018, Mane was named in the Senegal's 23-man squad for the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia. He scored the opening goal in a 2-2 draw against Japan in the group stage. Mane started all 3 of Senegal's group matches as they were eliminated after the first stage, finishing below Japan on fair play points. Mane was once again called up to Senegal's final squad for the 2019 Nations. He scored 2 goals and missed a penalty in a 3-0 win against Kenya, as Senegal finished second in the group stage and qualified for the knockout stage. Mane scored the only goal of the match and missed another penalty in Senegal's 1-0 win. This is becoming a bit of a habit, isn't it? Over Uganda in the round of 16. He played in Senegal's next 3 matches as they advanced to the final, losing 1-0 to Algeria in a rematch of Senegal's opening game of the tournament. Despite finishing the competition, Mane was named in the team of the tournament. For the Gambia, I've gone with Moussa Barrow. On the 1st of June 2018, Barrow scored the only goal for the Gambia's under-23s in a 1-0 friendly win over Morocco's under-23s. Barrow made his debut for the senior Gambia national football team in a 1-1 draw in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualification against Algeria on the 8th of September 2018. For Guinea, I've gone with Naby Keita. On the 14th of December 2012, Keita made his international debut for the Guinea national team against Sierra Leone in a 2014 Africa Nations Championship qualification match. He scored the opener in a 1-1 away draw. Keita was included in Mikel Ducier's 23-man squad for the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea. In the opening match against the Ivory Coast, he was struck in the face by Gervinho, who was sent off. On the 12th of November 2015, Keita scored his first international goal in 3 years in a 1-0 away win against Namibia in the first leg of the second round of the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualification. 3 days later, in the return leg in Morocco due to the Ebola virus epidemic in Guinea, which everyone seems to have forgotten about now because of coronavirus, he scored again in a 2-0 win. For Guinea-Bissau, I've gone with Mama Baldé. Baldé won his first cap for Guinea-Bissau on the 8th of June 2019 in a friendly against Angola, where he replaced Tony Silva in a 2-0 loss in the Penafiel. He was selected in the squad for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations tournament. For zone, I've gone with Mustafa Bundu. Bundu received his first international call-up in August 2018, being a member of a preliminary squad, however, a 23-man squad. He made his debut in a 3-1 World Cup qualifying loss to Liberia on the 4th of September in 2019. For Liberia, I've gone with Oscar Dorley. He made his international debut for Liberia on the 5th of July 2015 in a 1-1 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying draw against Guinea. For the Côte d'Ivoire, or Ivory Coast as they say in England, I've gone with Wilfred Zaha. Zaha was eligible to represent both Ivory Coast and England. The former because he has Ivorian parents and it was where he was born, and the latter because this is where he grew up. His success over the course of his first full season resulted in a call-up to the England under-19s team for their match against Germany in February 2011. He was called up to the under-21 squad on the 23rd of February 2012, and he made his debut in a 4-0 win against Belgium on the 29th of February, assisting Henry Lansbury for their third goal. On the 11th of November 2012, Zaha was called up to the senior team by manager Roy Hodgson for a friendly match against Sweden on the 14th of November. He came on as a substitute for fellow debutant Raheem Sterling in the 83rd minute. When Zaha was in good form for Crystal Palace under Hodgson ahead of the 2018 FIFA World Cup, the manager said he had regretted not fielding the winger in a competitive game to tie him to England. On the 27th of November 2016, the Ivorian Football Federation confirmed that Zaha had sent correspondence to FIFA to switch his international football allegiance from England to the Ivory Coast. In response to this development, England manager Gareth Southgate indicated he was trying to dissuade Zaha from changing allegiance due to his consistent club form. In January, Zaha was named in the Ivory Coast squad for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations. He made his debut against Sweden in a friendly in Abu Dhabi on the 8th of January, coming on as a half-time substitute and assisting Giovanni Sayo's goal in a 2-1 win. 3 days later, against Uruguay at the same venue, he made his first international start and scored his first goal in a 3-0 win. At the tournament in Gabon, the reigning champion Elephants were eliminated at the group stage, with Zaha starting each game. Zaha was also called up for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. He scored twice for the quarter-finalists in a 4-1 win over Namibia in the final group game, and the games only in the last 16 against Mali. The Elephants were defeated in the semi-final versus Algeria, losing 2-1. For Ghana, I've gone with Thomas Partey. In May 2016, Thomas was called up for the first time to the Ghana national manager Avram Grant, ahead of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations qualification match against Mauritius. He made his debut on the 5th of June, replacing Frank Achiampong for the final 11 minutes of a 2-0 away win that booked the Black Stars' position in the finals. On the 5th of September 2017, Thomas scored his first international hat-trick in a 5-1 win against the Congo in the 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifications. Thomas was chosen in Kwesi Appiah's 23-man squad for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. In their last group game, he scored in a 2-0 win over Guinea-Bissau at the Suez Stadium as the Black Stars topped their group. He netted in a penalty shootout at the end of the last 16 game against Tunisia on the 8th of July, though his team was eliminated. Thomas won Ghana's Player of the Year in 2018 and 2019. Ahead of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers, as well as the qualifiers for the 2022 FIFA World Cup, Thomas was named Ghana's vice-captain. For Burkina Faso, I've gone with Edmond Tapsoba. Tapsoba made his international debut for Burkina Faso in 2016 and has since made 12 appearances. For Togo, I've gone with Diene. Diene was named in Togo's main squad for the 2011 West African Football Federation Union. I want to say that's what WAFU stands for, Nations Cup, shortly after being called up by Benin. He made his international debut on the 8th of September 2012, starting in a 1-1 draw against Gabon. Diene was included in Didier Six's 23-man squad for the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations and appeared in all of Togo's matches during the tournament, being eventually knocked out in the quarterfinals. For Benin, I've gone with Steve Mooney. He played at the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations, where the team reached the quarterfinals. He made a total of 25 appearances, scoring 7 goals. For Nigeria, I've gone with Victor Osimhen. Osimhen was named to the squad of the Nigeria under the under-17s team, but won the 2015 FIFA Under-17 World Cup in Chile, where Osimhen won the Golden Boot and Silver Ball awards. His performances also earned him the CAF Young Player of the Year award in 2015. Osimhen made his senior debut for Nigeria in a 3-0 friendly win over Togo on the 1st of June 2017. Osimhen missed out on Nigeria's 2018 FIFA World Cup campaign after his inconsistent season at Wolfsburg. Following a successful start to his loan spell at Charleroi, that club in Belgium, he was recalled by Gerhard Rohr for the November 2018 international break, starting their friendly win over Uganda. In March 2019, Osimhen was released. I don't know what I'm going on. Too tired from this business, but from the Super Eagles squad to represent the Nigerian under-23 side, as there were 2 goals down against the Libyan opponent. He scored 3 goals in the return match against Libya in Asaba. Osimhen was listed in coach Gernot Rohr's 25-man provisional list for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations tournament in Egypt, and was further listed in the final list for the tournament. In the match for 3rd place, he replaced the injured Odion Igalo at half-time in the team's 1-0 victory over Tunisia. He played a total of 45 minutes at the tournament. On the 14th of August 2019, the coach of the Nigerian national team, Gernot Rohr, invited Osimhen for a friendly against Ukraine, that was played on the 10th of September 2019 in the Dnipro Arena, which is in Ukraine, which ended in a 2-2 draw. He was also included in the Super Eagles team to face Brazil in a friendly match in Singapore on the 13th of October 2019. Eagles targeted early goals against the boastful Leone Stars, and Nigeria's Osimhen was ruled out for the match against Sierra Leone. Angry Osimhen fired back to the Nigerian journalist over alleged fake news. Owolabi advises Rohr to build the Eagles squad around the world-class Osimhen. For Cameroon, I've gone with Joel Matip. Matip was called up on the 23rd of December 2009 by Cameroon for the 2010 Africa Cup of Nations, but he later declined to take part in the tournament. On the 2nd of March 2010, aged 18, Matip opted to play his international football for Cameroon after meeting up with the national team ahead of a friendly against Italy on the 3rd of March 2010. He made his first appearance in the match against Italy and went on to play in the 2010 FIFA World Cup for Cameroon. He was also part of the Cameroon squad for the 2014 FIFA World Cup, where he played twice and scored against the host team Brazil, the team's only goal of the tournament. In January 2017, Matip was selected for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations, but he rejected the call-up. I don't think he likes competition, really, that's why. It was later revealed that Matip retired from the national team when he was still at Schalke, but had not followed the FIFA procedure by informing the Cameroonian Football Association via letter. While the confusion was cleared up by FIFA, Matip could not play for Liverpool. He was subsequently missed a Premier League tie against Manchester United and an FA Cup 3rd round match against Plymouth Argyle. Without his presence, Cameroon won the tournament, though. Matip cited his reason for his retirement was his unhappiness with the national team setup and his bad experience with the coaching staff. In the Central African Republic, I've gone with Geoffrey Kondogbia. Kondogbia was selected to the French squad for the 2013 FIFA Under-20 World Cup. In the nation's first group match against Ghana on the 21st of June, he scored the opening goal in an eventual 3-1 victory, being chosen by some publications for his all-round performance. He netted for the 2nd time in the tournament against host Turkey in the round of 16, leading to a 4-1 victory. This is insane. Kondogbia made his debut for the senior team on the 14th of August 2013 at the age of 20, playing 63 minutes in a 0-0 draw, which was a friendly, away to Belgium. As all 5 matches he played for France at senior level were not in competitive matches, Kondogbia was never cap-tied and was still eligible to represent the Central African Republic, for which he qualified through his parents. He received an official call on the 31st of August 2018 and made his debut on the 12th of October, starting and acting as captain in a 4-0 away loss to the Africa Cup of Nations qualifier. On the 18th of November, in the same competition, he scored an added time equaliser in a 2-2 draw away to Rwanda. For Equatorial Guinea, I've gone with Pedro Obiang. Okay. Obiang has been capped for Spain at youth levels, and Obiang received a call-up for the Porto International Tournament in April 2011. Due to his Fang background, the Gabonese Football Federation tried unsuccessfully to persuade Obiang to play for Gabon, although both his parents and his grandparents are from Equatorial Guinea. In November 2011, they included him in a squad list for a match between the country's under-20s and China. However, he ignored the call. Being eligible to represent Equatorial Guinea in 2011, the club's federation approached Obiang to inquire if he would be willing to represent the country at the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations. However, Obiang declined. In April 2015, after a meeting with Equatorial Guinean Football Federation people, Obiang's stance on representing Equatorial Guinea appeared to have changed after showing a desire to play for the country. On the 5th of October 2016, Obiang reunited in London with Equatorial Guinean, that's a very hard word to say, Football Federation President Andres Mobomio, and Equatorial Guinean national team head coach and coordinator Esteban Becker and Juvenal Juego Owono, respectively, to reach an agreement. On the 7th of November 2018, Obiang was officially called up for the Equatorial Guinea national team. Obiang made his debut for the Equatorial Guinea in a 1-0 loss to Senegal on the 18th of November in 2018. In December 2018, he said he was proud to play for the nation. He scored his first international goal on the 22nd of March 2019 in a 4-1 African Nations qualifier win against Sudan. For Chad, I've gone with Casimir Ninga. Casimir Ninga is aged 27 and is a Chadian professional footballer who plays as a striker for Turkish club Sivasspor, on loan from Angers SCO, and the Chad national team. He made 16 appearances, scoring once. The Sao Tome and Principe, I've gone with Luis Leal. Born in Portugal, Leal expressed his desire to represent his parents' homeland of Sao Tome and Principe internationally. He made his debut on the 16th of June 2012 in the 2013 Africa Cup of Nations qualification match against Sierra Leone, and scored his first goal on the 13th of June 2015 in a 7-1 defeat in Cape Verde for the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. In October 2019, Leo scored 3 of Sao Tome and Principe's goals in a 5-2 aggregate win over Mauritius to reach the group stage of the qualification for the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. For Gabon, I've gone with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang was invited to play for Italy under-19s after a good season with Dijon. But he debuted for France under-21 team in February 2009 in a friendly match against Tunisia. Aubameyang is also eligible to play for Spain because of he has Spanish nationality. But he decided to represent Gabon, after all these countries he's been allegedly representing to, because his father once captained the team. But he maintains a close relationship with Spain and continues to play in La Liga. On 25th of March 2009, Aubameyang was selected for the Gabon national team and made his debut for the squad. He scored his first goal in a 2-1 victory over Morocco, then scored a goal each in friendly matches against Benin, Togo, Algeria and Senegal. Aubameyang was a key member of the Gabon national side, but reached the quarter-finals of the 2012 Africa Cup of Nations as co-host of the competition. He netted 3 goals in total, finishing the tournament as one of the top goal scorers. On the 5th of February 2012, He set up the opening goal for his team and hit the post in the quarter-final against Mali. However, the match ended 1-1 after extra time, and Aubameyang had his penalty saved in the shootout to decide the game. In July 2012, Aubameyang represented Gabon at the 2012 Summer Olympics in London. He scored in the team's opening game against Switzerland, which was Gabon's first ever Olympic goal, and would also prove to be Gabon's only goal of the tournament. They were eliminated in group stage, you see. On the 15th of June 2013, Aubameyang scored a hat-trick of penalty kicks in Gabon's 4-1 2014 FIFA World Cup qualifying win over Niger. He then scored a brace against Burkina Faso in the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualification. Aubameyang captained Gabon at the 2015 Africa Cup of Nations, scoring the team's opening goal for the tournament in their 2-0 win over Burkina Faso on the 17th of January 2015. He also scored a brace against Mali on the 25th of March 2015. He is Gabon's highest goal scorer. He rejected a call-up for a pivotal World Cup qualifier at home to the Ivory Coast, which they lost 3-0. For Congo, I've gone with Bryce Samba. Bryce Samba, aged 26, is a Congolese professional footballer who plays as goalkeeper for Nottingham Forest. I don't know why he hasn't played an international game yet. Probably the same reasons most people have, because the simple fact that they don't like it if they go and play in a different country. For the Democratic Republic of Congo, I've gone with Silas Wamangituka. Silas Fundu is also part of his name, is aged 21 and is a Congolese professional footballer who plays as a forward for Bundesliga club VfB Stuttgart. I'm also not sure why he hasn't started for the international team as well. For Uganda, I've gone with Farouk Mia. Farouk Mia, aged 23, is a Ugandan professional footballer who plays midfielder for Turkish club Konyaspor and the Uganda national football team. He's made 6 appearances and scored 3 goals for the under-23s and 58 games and 19 goals for the first team. For Rwanda, I've gone with Djihad Bizimana. Bizimana is an international for Rwanda. Bizimana debuted for the Rwanda national football team in a 2-0 friendly loss to Zambia on the 29th of May 2015. For Burundi, I've gone with Saido Barahino. Regarding his allegiance in international footballer, Barino said in 2013, "It's a non-starter. I want to play at the best level with the best players at the best tournaments. Burundi is motherland to me. I will always be Burundian regardless of what happens. Even if I become a successful Premier League player, I will still have the Burundi culture in me. Playing for England is totally different. They have given me a second chance in life, provided my family with a different type of lifestyle. I feel very, very grateful to what England have done for me and my family. So when I play for England, I play with passion, excitement, joy, and desire to win." Berahino made appearances at various levels, you see, in the youth system of England. England's under-17s as they won the 2020 European Championship in Liechtenstein, scoring the equaliser in the final group match as they came from behind. In 2012, he represented the under-19 team at the European Championship in Estonia, helping them reach the semi-finals before losing in extra time to Greece. He was called up to the England under-21 squad for the first time for a match against Scotland on the 13th of August. He scored on his England under-21 debut on the 6th of September, a European qualifier against Moldova in his side's 1-0 win. This match was also Gareth Southgate's first match in charge. 4 days later, Berahino equalised for a 1-1 draw against Finland in the next qualifier away in Tampere. On the 15th of October, Berahino scored twice in a 4-0 qualifying win against Lithuania, taking his tally for the team to 4 goals in 3 matches. Berahino was yellow-carded after the first of his 2 goals in a 3-0 win against Finland under-21s in a European qualifier on the 15th of November 2013. For lifting his shirt to reveal a message to his late father, who died in the Burundian Civil War. Under-21 a Player of the Year by fans, finishing ahead of Harry Kane with 16% of the vote. after a year in which he's rate of a goal every other match, including 3 to help the team qualify for the European Championship. Berahino has the all-time 4th highest goal score tally for the England under-21 side, with 10 goals in 13 appearances, behind Eddie Nketiah, Francis Jeffers, and Alan Shearer. On the 6th of November 2014, England manager Roy Hodgson, who promoted Berahino to the West Bromwich Albion first team in 2011, scored for the first time in the UEFA Euro 2016 qualifying match against Slovenia at the Wembley Stadium on the 15th, and a friendly against Scotland at Celtic Park 3 days afterwards. Berahino did not take part in either of the senior England matches for which he was called up. Berahino was named in the England under-21 squad for the 2015 UEFA European under-21 Championship in the Czech Republic, but withdrew through injury on the 18th of June to be replaced by Benik Afobe. In March 2015, Berahino was approached to represent his native Burundi at international level, a decision which could be taken, to be fair, as he had not played for England in a competitive senior international. In August 2018, after nearly 3 years of not receiving a call-up to the senior England team, Berahino was given clearance by FIFA to switch to the Burundi national team. He made his debut on the 8th of September 2019 Africa Cup of Nations qualification match against Gabon, scoring first in a 1-1 draw. Berahino was named in the provisional 28-man squad for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations in Egypt. Coach Olivier Nyongenko highlighted the good influence that he and another British-raised player, Gael Bigirimana, brought to the squad. He captained the team and played all 3 games, 2 starts, as they were eliminated from Group B without a goal or point. For Kenya, I've gone with Victor Wanyama. Wanyama made his debut for the Kenyan national team in May 2007, aged just 15 years old, in a friendly against Nigeria. He also played in all 6 of Kenya's 2010 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. He became a captain of his national team in 2013. He represented the national team at the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. For Tanzania, I've gone with Mbwana Samata. He was named the 2015 African-based Player of the Year and finished the season as top goal scorer of TP Mazembe to win the title. For Malawi, I've gone with Gabadino Mahango. He made his international debut for Malawi in 2012. In September 2012, Mahango was called to the Malawi squad for the Africa Cup of Nations qualifying match against Ghana. In May 2013, it was announced that he would be unavailable to forthcoming World Cup qualifiers due to his school exams. Mahango scored twice in Malawi's first 2015 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying match against Chad on the 17th of May 2014. For Zambia, I've gone with Patson Daka. Daka was the 2017 CAF Young Player of the Year. He made 7 appearances for the under-17s, scoring 7 times that goal. That's a goal per game. For the under-20s, he made 13 appearances, scoring 6 times. For the first team, he's made 13 appearances, scoring 3 times. So it's a very good goal-scoring record, to be fair. For Angola, I've gone with Clinton Mata. In July 2014, he was asked to switch his international allegiance from Belgium to Angola. He made his debut for Angola later that year. He has since made 8 appearances. For Botswana, I've gone with Kabelo Dambe. Kabelo Dambe is aged 30 and is a Botswana footballer who currently plays for Township Rollers and Botswana as a goalkeeper. He's made 44 appearances for the national team, which is an incredible amount, all things considering. For Namibia, I've gone with Ryan Nyambe. In May 2019, Nyambe said that he was excited to represent Namibia, the country of his birth at international level. He made his international debut for Namibia against Ghana on the 9th of June 2019 in Dubai. On 23rd of June 2019, Nyambe made his competitive debut for Namibia in the first round of the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations group stages against Morocco. Whilst the match ended in a 1-0 defeat, Nyambe was credited as having a man of the match performance. For Zimbabwe, I've gone with Tino Kadewere. Kadewere has represented Zimbabwe at the under-17, under-20 and under-23 youth levels. He made his international senior debut for the Zimbabwe national football team in a 2-0 win against Comoros, and has since made 18 appearances, scoring 3 times. For South Africa, I've gone with Percy Tor. Tor made his debut for South Africa on the 17th of October 2015 in a 2-0 loss to Angola in the 2016 African Nations Championship qualification match. On 25th of March 2017, he scored his first international goal in the 69th minute against Guinea-Bissau after receiving a yellow card 2 minutes earlier. On the 13th of October 2018, Tor was one of South Africa's goal scorers as the nation recorded its largest ever victory with a 6-0 win over Seychelles in an African Cup of Nations qualifier. On the 24th of March 2019, he scored twice in a 2-1 win over Libya to secure South Africa's qualification for the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. His brace took him to 4 goals for the qualifying campaign, ranking him among the highest goal scorers in the qualification. Tor was named in the South African squad for the 2019 edition of the Africa Cup of Nations. He started in all 5 games for his country, where they made the quarter-final stage, losing to Nigeria to deny them a semi-final spot. For Eswatini, I've gone with Tony Tsabedze. Tony Tsabedze, age 36, is a Swazi football midfielder who plays as a left winger for Mbabane Swallows and the Eswatini national football team. He's made 68 appearances for the national team, scoring 6 times. For Lesotho, I've gone with Tishawarelo Bareng. Tishawarelo Bareng is aged 30 and is a Mosofo footballer who plays as an attacking midfielder for the South African Premier Division side Black Leopards home national football team. He's made 12 appearances, scoring once. For Comoros, I've gone with Alfredo Ben. On the 5th of March 2014, he made his international debut with the Comoros in a friendly against Burkina Faso. Subsequently sidelined for a serious injury with his club, he returned to action to help his national team reach the qualifying competition of a major international tournament for the first time ever in their history, a goal they've been pursuing since 2007. On the 24th of March 2016, it was Ben who scored the only goal of the Africa Cup of Nations preliminary qualifying round match against Botswana, his country's first ever win in a competitive international. For Madagascar, I've gone with Marco Ilemaharitra. This is a really long word, sorry. Ilemaharitra was born in France and is of Malagasy and Réunionnais descent. Previously a youth international for France, he made his debut for Madagascar in a friendly match against Comoros on the 11th of November 2017. On the 27th of June 2019, Ilemaharitra scored a late 76th minute free kick against Burundi to secure a 1-0 win, an historic first ever win for Madagascar in the 2019 Africa Cup of Nations. For Mauritius, I've gone with Lindsay Rose. Rose's first international experience came with the Mauritius under-17 team in 2008, playing as the team in various competitions. Soon after, he was called up to France's under-18s team, and a year later to the France's under-19s team. He aspires to play for France's national team, football team internationally, but said that he's definitely open to playing with the Mauritius national football team should the form. In October 2017, Rose pledged his international allegiance to Mauritius. He was called up for a friendly match against Equatorial Guinea on the 8th of October, but withdrew due to injury. He made his senior debut for Mauritius in a 1-0 friendly win over Macau on the 22nd of March 2018. For Seychelles, I've gone with Charmaine Hassoul. Born in Germany to a German father and a Seychellese mother, Marcel is a youth international, making 5 appearances and 1 goal for the under-17s. However, he is eligible for Seychelles should he choose to do so. So thank you very much for watching. I know that's probably a very long video, and so I'm glad you've watched it all the way through. If you have, please stick around for a bit of regular footballing content. We're going to do where are all the best Europa League footballers in Occasional Tuesday, this Tuesday, including the name, and then a history of your club, looking at the history of Brentford. And then next week that's on Thursday, and next week on Sunday, we'll be looking at the best footballers from Oceania. So please subscribe, and I'll see you around.